Is Friend.tech officially dead, or is this the beginning of a brand new cryptocurrency project as well as decentralized social media doing something that we've never seen before? Well, smash the like button, click the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell because we're going to be talking all about Friend.tech. And friend of the channel, Jerry Banfield, is here with me to give his own opinions as well as talk us through decentralized social because social media has been here for, I don't know, about 5-10 years at least. And I think that crypto is about to explode because of decentralized social media. But Jerry, is Friend.tech dead? And maybe you can tell us, like, what even is Friend.tech? How did this all get started? And why is this relevant today?
Friend.tech shows the potential that these decentralized social media apps have. Although decentralized is not really an accurate word, my biggest problem with Friend.tech is all the Ethereum that gets deposited, the developers actually have control over it. It's not a custodial app. It is on Coinbase's layer 2. And what it was exciting about Friend.tech when it launched is that the adoption just went crazy. I made a decent amount of Ethereum just in trading fees off of my coin. I know you made much more than I did. I was one of the first people to buy yours, and it was cool where you have all these people you might follow where you could just easily direct message them. Whereas the hardest thing to do with a lot of people you're following online is to actually get a hold of them and send them a message that they pay attention to. So I was excited about Friend.tech. I honestly am a little embarrassed about how excited I got. I made 2 videos about it within 24 hours, and it is dead now. I mean, there's like nothing happening on Friend.tech. And I think an app, maybe DeSo, the DeSo team will launch a better version of this. I think this kind of app, like Friend.tech, is a great indicator of where there's going to be huge opportunities. Because there's some people who cleaned up and made a bunch of money on Friend.tech, a small amount. And most everybody else just lost in trading fees. So Joe, what was your experience on Friend.tech, and where do you see Friend.tech going in the future?
Well, Jerry, my experience with Friend.tech was it was at first I didn't understand what was happening. Like I didn't actually understand the app until I started playing around with it. Then it all made sense to me. But then, as you alluded to, all the volume started dropping off. So you can see here in this article that Friend.tech had a buzz, like this beta version came out. It was launched on Coinbase's layer 2. So strategically, it was easy to use, right? The fees were very low. It was very quick and easy. And people who were familiar with crypto, I mean, it didn't take me too long to set it up. Maybe a matter of 20 or 30 minutes to like move some crypto, move over here, sign up, do all that. So for me, it was very easy. But I think for a lot of people who have never been into crypto before, this could have been a little bit messy. And I think it maybe is what's stunting some adoption as well. But I think it just had a lot of buzz and hype. And now people don't know what to do with it because there's not a whole lot that you can do with it right now. So from my experience, like I have a community, there's maybe 20 or 30 people, that have a key of mine. And a key is something that you buy. It's basically access into that influencer, whoever, is on Friend.tech's little community. And it's a cool concept because the price fluctuates for these communities. So one moment it can be, let's say $20 to get in, but then, 5 minutes later, it could be 100. And so what it does is it, drives fear and greed, FOMO, basically people going, oh, I want to get into this community because I think it's going to go higher. And then people are like, oh, I want to get out of this community because I think it's going to go lower. And then there's value attached to basically a lot of these influencers and people who are, have these different communities. So my experience was, it was cool to kind of see the ebb and flow, kind of people kind of like, speculating on you a little bit. So that was kind of like, all right, that's kind of interesting to me. But I kind of was like, all right, I don't want to announce anything or do anything crazy with this just quite yet because there's not enough information for me. So I don't want to promise anything to anyone because I don't even know what to do with this yet. I'm still learning it myself. So, if there's anything that I've learned in crypto, even in general in life and business, like I'm not going to be doing something unless I'm actually doing it full force. And then that to me is like, it's inauthentic to be like talking about things that you're not even like doing or trying. So I have a Friend.tech. It's just at my name, Joe Paris. I've been playing around with it. I'm, going through this, and it's interesting to see now though people sell the keys. I can see the volume dropping off. You can see transactions on Friend.tech have declined over 90%. a lot of the metrics and the volume are gone. So it seems to have had this initial spike of interest. And I think it's because of that interest that people started talking about it and everything else. But you're right, there's a lot of problems with it still. It's in beta. So like sometimes the app was buggy for me. I couldn't even type or text to people. I couldn't even respond. So then that like lost engagements. And then people are like, well, why am I even here if this person can't even communicate with us? And it's like, well, I can't even communicate with you because the app doesn't even work. So I think that there's an idea here that I think if executed maybe a little bit better or differently could really build on like I think there is something here. This is something that we haven't seen before, but I do think that there has to be more to this than just pure speculation and hype and FOMO. Because if there's not any more than that, then right, sustainability long term, it's like, well, why would I do this? So it's kind of a cash grab for people who were smart speculators. You could say that for any market, it's a free market. You can do and choose to do whatever you want to do. We're not telling you what to do. We're just showing you what has happened and what could potentially happen in the future. But the truth of the matter is yeah, the volume has dropped off. My own experience has been both good and bad. And I don't know. I just think that there's maybe more coming to this. What do you think of the future of friend tech? Do you think, obviously a lot of people think it's dead, right? And when people say, well, it's dead, today it's not working or nobody's coming in or the volume's dropped, that doesn't mean that it could be, the bull market, all of a sudden some huge influencer or something comes into this and or they go from beta to alpha and we get new updates. What is the future for this, Jerry? Or isn't there one? And is this really something to just like ignore and stay away from?
I think the future for friend.tech itself is very questionable for user adoption because like you said, this was a difficult app to get started with if you're not normally into crypto. You had to deposit money just to get access to the app, and that's not mass adoption friendly. So I see that friend.tech is doing well for the OnlyFans girls because you've got picture guys that don't want this to be on their credit card statement that they're on this girl's OnlyFans. If you have a wife or a girlfriend or you're on your parents' credit card, like there is definitely a niche of people that really appreciate being able to just take some crypto, stick it on friend.tech, and now you've got access to these OnlyFans girls. And I saw they had a ton of volume on there, and I took a look at a few of the profiles to check out their business models. Not something I think I'll be able to do myself, but I looked at it and what I'm really excited about for the future is to see something like this that's executed better. Because this is showing me that imagine instead of having kind of these, I mean, there's a lot of meme coins, but I see the future. People are going to really want to trade on the value of other people. Like it's so much more fun to just like buy and sell a Joe Paris friend.tech key. I'm still holding yours and waiting for whenever it pumps again. They've got this on DeSo already set up with creator coins. And then it's a way to like flex your ego, Joe's friend.tech's way bigger than mine. And I think in the future crypto bull market, some of these decentralized social media apps where you can speculate on creators and buy creator coins and then they lock up the coins and where you don't have to make a deposit where you can just sign up for free, like decentralized social. I think they're in a position to execute something like this way better. They've already got a functional product and all they need to do is kind of get some more viral marketing. And internet computer, like same thing, they have a reverse gas fee model. I'm thinking crypto apps are going to be one of the best places to make, like, if you want quick money. I think a lot of these altcoins in the next, crypto cycles, apps like this are going to be some of the best places to make quick money because there's so many altcoins. It's getting harder to market altcoin, but when you've got people like us, we have a motive to bring our audiences to places where they can trade on us. And I've saw some people make some really fast, you made some fast, quick money on friend.tech with relatively, it didn't take many people trading your coin. I'm really excited about this kind of app for the future, but this one itself, I don't think it's gonna do well going forward unless all the OnlyFans girls get on it. So there's a good number of them. So what do you think to wrap us up here? Like, where do you see the future with like, creator coins and friend.tech kind of apps and technology?
Well, that's a great question. And honestly, looking at how much I've made on friend.tech, it's, in the hundreds of dollars. This is not life-changing money. This was more of an experiment overall. And I think what was interesting, what I did like about it is that you as a creator were earning a percentage in ETH just for having other people interact with your keys. And I thought that was an interesting concept because, I'm not going to sit here and try to like promote myself on this. I'm just going to just sit back and like let it do its thing and just see how it goes, because organically that's what's worked the best for me. Is like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, go to friend.tech because I'm on there. It's like, no, I'm on there, right? Like it was just like signing up for another social media for me, right? I think the future of this is that people are going to want to speculate on creators, but I don't know how that's going to, you're going to be able to do that in a legal way, because I could feel like the manipulation with influencers, basically talking about their own project and their own, hype and ego. Like I just feel like they're just going to be shilling like crazy. So I don't know how that is going to work, especially when there's money involved. Things get like, it just gets greedy. And I'm reading this tweet here. It says friend.tech is dead because of greed and poor execution, we can see that their initial influencer pump volume has fallen off a cliff. And, we had that initial pump because, well, everyone was talking about this in crypto, right? Because, it was a new thing, new fun thing to play with. And, just see how it worked, right? And there was, a lot of excitement and people were making money at it. So because of that, there was an initial kind of excitement. But when that goes away, then what, right? Then you're left with an app that barely works and nobody wants to be over there. No one's interacting or doing anything. There's no like there's no point to be there. Like to me, friend.tech didn't differentiate itself, kind of like Instagram and TikTok and all the other social medias are a little bit different, right? When TikTok came out, it was like short form media scrolling up and down. I mean, that was a game changer for how we, view media now, right? And, Instagram came out, it was all about photos and pictures and how you can take this incredible photo and an incredible location and share with your friend. I mean, that was a game changer compared to Facebook, where you just like took pictures with your friends and posted on the wall. So, to me, I think that there will be something in the future similar to friend.tech that is a game changer, that is that next huge thing. I just don't know when or where it's going to be. And I think that you'd be a fool to try to, think that you're going to catch it ultimately. But what you can do is keep studying and learning and researching. So if you're interested in doing all of that, we both have premium products to help you get there. And that's where you can, by doing your own research and having a community of people that will, help you through navigating the cryptocurrency markets, you can do very well for yourself. And I know firsthand, Jerry knows firsthand, and we both are here to help you navigate these markets. So if you're interested in that, click the links down below. We can't wait to see you in our VIP programs, and we can't wait to see you in the next lessons and videos.